Hello and welcome. Today we're going to go over the steps to cut a mortise and tenon joint using hand tools. This is probably the most common joint in woodworking, and there are many different versions, but they all have a very similar method. So by learning this method, you'll be able to adapt it to any type of mortise and tenon you want to cut. You'll only need a few tools: a square, a razor knife, marking gauge, saw, chisel, drill and bit. Now you can cut the mortise without a drill, but it greatly speeds up the process. With this joint, you can build a lot of different projects, from furniture all the way to timber frames. So let's get started. Start by scoring the length of the tenon along the face and edges. This can easily be done using a square and razor knife. Next, mark the cheeks of the tenon. Making several light passes will establish a good reference line to help guide your saw. I like to darken the lines with a pencil to help with sawing. Now cut the tenon shoulders. Here I'm using a Japanese pull saw. You can use whatever saw you feel comfortable with. Just try and cut as close as possible to the line. This minimizes the chisel work later. If you're feeling lucky, cut on the line. Next, let's cut the shoulders. A crosscut saw works best for this cut. Using your chisel, clean up the tenon to the marking line and mark the tenon for width. Now cut the tenon cheeks to desired width. Followed by the shoulder cuts. Check that the tenon is square and flat. Now it's time to transfer the tenon to the mortise. Mark the width of the tenon on the mortise and mark your shoulder offset. Next, drill out the mortise using a Forstner bit. Removing the waste first helps speed up the process. Then remove the rest using a chisel, paring to the line carefully. Now that you've seen how to cut a mortise and tenon joint, I hope you'll use this in your next project. It's an excellent joint. Also, if you liked the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.